Okay, so here we be at the park over here on Dover Road, and we are presently trying out a new system on the helmet. I still have the mic connected to the helmet, but this time I'm doing an internal recording to the mic I have in here, and we're hoping that that will make for a decent audio track. I'm at Aaron's Park of the township of Normal. It's a little tiny little park, got a couple outhouses, some little things for the kiddies, and a ball diamond in the woods back there. And that'll be a good place to stop to put all this together. I'm also carrying a cooler on the back of my bike. A friend at work let me borrow that for my canoe trip that went awry. So I'm taking that back to him today. Take it back, so let's strap it on the bike. And of course, strapping it on the bike meant taking the backrest off, because I can't have that on there that's on there and be comfortable. So the backrest is in the saddlebag. But we're not going to stay here too long. We do have places to be, work. 3-day week this weekend. No, 3-day week this week. So get that out of the way and we can enjoy our weekend. 5 days off. So let's hit the road. Maybe. Yeah. And we'll start the Sena up in a moment for our other audio track. And hopefully the audio from this will work out well. Ooh, down in front. All right, let's turn on the Sena, and we'll have an audio track from that as well as backup video. Camera is on. I'm not going to talk very loud because I don't know if I'll end up peaking the system on this video. We are recording, folks. Sena recording, Insta360 X4 recording. DJI Mic 2 doing internal recording. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. When you're getting like me, you don't have much thought. So let's put this mask up here. Of course, the camera on the front does make it a little heavy. A little sip of coffee. Hopefully, if all goes well, this will work. All right, let's hit it. I'd like to have a different way of catching audio other than just the Sena, if at all possible. This will also give us a good idea as whether or not the issue is the Insta360, which I suspect it is, because I tried to Bluetooth the Sena to the Insta360 as well, and it had the same mic problem. So I think it's their Bluetooth connectivity sucks, and it peaks really bad. So Insta360 will probably never fix that, because as far as I can tell, they are innovative on some of their stuff, but they're not very bright. So maybe DJI will be a backup audio if I just record to that. As long as I do a little talking head kind of thing, sitting still, I'll have audio to match up, or I can always hit the horn. So let's do this. Feels weird not having the backrest on. Just a little bit different not having it on there. I'll put it back on after I drop this cooler off to him at work. Ooh, a little slippy slide right there. All right, here we go. So the weekend was pretty decent. I didn't do much of anything. I relaxed on Saturday, worked on files, transferred some things. video wise on my Mac, and got some things moved to the hard drives and empty some cameras. I forgot to empty this one, the 1R, so right now it's probably got less than 20 minutes of video left on the card. So I'll empty that later. I have a 256 gig card in the X4, 128 in the 1R, and I think a 128 in the Sena, or Sena, depending on where you're at. I don't know if I should upgrade them all to 256 or not, because really it just gives you more room to store crap. The Osmo Pocket 3 also has a 256 in it, which I don't have with me right now because I didn't need it. And the Dji Mic 2 is internal recording of, I want to say 11 hours, but it seems like it said 14, but I think it's 11. So it'll record a good long time, then it's internal, so I imagine I'll just hook a USB-C cable to it to my Mac and download the audio track for this. I have no idea at what length the audio track comes out. I don't know if it comes out until you shut it off or if it splits it up into 30-minute segments. Really have no idea. I do know for sure the Sena seems to do in 20-minute, might have been 15, but I want to say 20-minute increments. The 1R over here, I did a full 46-minute video the other day, so apparently that thing records at least for an hour or something. And I don't know if the X4 is the same way or not. It seemed like it only had one file, so I think they both just record to one long file loop, which makes it a lot easier when you're trying to link the audio and post, especially if we have all the videos are decent length. The Sena kind of cuts it up a little bit, but with the Final Cut Pro multicam feature in the program, which I know most good editors have a multicam feature. Even my LumaFusion, I paid for that to have it, but it didn't work real well, and I think it's probably the operator. I'm guessing maybe it's like Final Cut Pro, where on Final Cut Pro, to make it work right, you have to label the camera's angle and camera name, so like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, whatever you choose, you can even choose names. So that knows that camera goes on the same line no matter what. And you also, I'm watching a few videos, Donovan, I think his name is, on YouTube. I'll try to link his video up here, and not that he needs my help, he's got millions of subscribers. But like he said, just record everything. You know, when you start them, don't stop and start, don't stop and start. So just keep every camera recording if possible. And then when you give them names, it knows that those names and that camera belongs on the same line, so it does a little better job of putting it together. I have a lot of stuff to learn on Final Cut Pro, mainly just things that I want to know how to do. I don't need to know how to do everything. Obviously, I'm never going to use a lot of those features, at least I don't think I am. It's a very powerful program. I know Adobe Premiere is even quite powerful. But that's a different system. See, Final Cut still uses a timeline. And I think Adobe uses a different format. I don't even know what it's called, so I'm not even going to try to say it, but it's not a timeline like maybe most people are used to that do motovlogs. I'm not sure about DaVinci. Road Reality would be a perfect individual to speak to about that, because I think that's the program he uses to do all his editing. Pretty nice day out today, not too hot, not too cool, nice little breeze. It's supposed to be hot again this week. What I'm hearing, I didn't check the weather myself. I never really check the weather. And I got something beeping on the helmet, I don't know why. But yeah, so with any luck, this is a decent test for the mic, and we'll come back with some good news. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take Old 12 to Clear Lake Road, which will be Francisco Road to Clear Lake. It changes names, I think, somewhere along the lines over the railroad track or something. And maybe take that to the highway and jump on there for a moment and make up some time from stopping at the park. And then maybe, I want to say there's a rest area that I can stop to or at right before my work and get all this stuff off. I tend to like to take the cameras off before I get to work. Kind of a closet motovlogger, I guess. A lot of people don't know I motovlog, which is probably doesn't help my
subscriber system, but I'm also not into that. Like and subscribe, hit that button, you know, whatever. If you want to watch, you'll watch. If you don't want to, you won't. That's fine. You know, I've never once subscribed to somebody's channel because they said, hey, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Never once have I went, okay, I'll subscribe because they told me to. I subscribe because I like their content. And then, you know, over the years, your ideals change and your outlooks change, and maybe you don't like their content as much, or they've gone away from their content, so you unsubscribe. And I think you gain, whoa, Jesus Christ, I pulled a little bit. Gain and lose subscribers at a rate like that every so often, you know, up, down,